Gaga 5'2" promises viewers a real look into Lady Gaga's life, who first emerged into the music scene 9 years ago and has since become a pop cultural icon. This places the film squarely in the lineage of two of the best rock music documentaries ever made, Bob Dylan's seminal Don't Look Back in 1967 and Madonna's Truth or Dare in 1991. Of course, those films were created prior to the internet and the 24-hour news cycle. Although Gaga is prodigiously gifted in both her musical abilities and her ability to present them to audiences in creative and audacious ways, the trick for her here is to convey that sense of pulling back the curtain in an era where even the smallest moves and actions are broadcast to the world via tweets, Facebook posts, and shaky YouTube videos. The End Effect is a film that, although not reaching the heights of Don't Look Back or Truth or Dare, manages to convey a sense of closeness and disclosure, even as we realize that Lady Gaga never has an unguarded moment. The film follows Gaga through a few particularly tumultuous and active months in 2016, culminating with her performing in front of the largest crowd of her career as the halftime entertainment at the Super Bowl last January. It's directed by Chris Mulcarbel, who previously made the documentary Banksy in New York. On the professional front, she's seen recording her highly personal album Joanne with producer Mark Ronson and guest vocalist Florence Welch of Florence and the Machine, as well as planning every aspect of its release, as her previous foray into pop music, art pop, was widely regarded as a flop with the kind of precision normally associated with military strikes. At the same time, she's filming a role for American Horror Stories' Roanoke cycle and being courted by Bradley Cooper to star in his directorial debut, a version of A Star is Born. She will provide a special performance at the Democratic National Convention, as well as a birthday celebration for Tony Bennett. Finally, there's a Super Bowl performance, which she sees as a sort of culmination of her career to date, as well as an opportunity to help bring together a very divided American people still hurting from the recent presidential election through music. Though Gaga's life appears to be incredibly blessed, there are a few gloomy corners to be found. There's the breakup with fiancé Taylor Kinney, which inspired some of the songs on Joanne, but it's an emotional development she hasn't fully gotten over. More importantly, she has been suffering from chronic pain since suffering a misdiagnosed at first broken hip on her Born This Way tour 3 years ago. Although she's generally able to work through the pain with her boundless energy, there are times when she's barely able to move due to what she describes as a rope of anguish extending throughout her body. However, this leads to one of the most bizarrely amusing scenes in the film, when Gaga goes in for a medical examination and has a procedure performed while her makeup artists work on her for her next appointment. Of course, Gaga could have either turned off the cameras or waited until afterward for the cosmetics application, but neither would have had the same impact. There are a lot of similar situations throughout the film where you get the impression that even the most minor details are being micromanaged for maximum effect. At one point, we see her having a poolside meeting with her fashion consultants about her plans for a stripped-down look to accompany the publicity push for Joanne, a moment that might not have received much attention or even made the final cut if she hadn't chosen to appear topless throughout the entire sequence. Having all that, there are a handful of interesting moments, mostly because they don't go exactly how she apparently intended. In one, she performs the title track from her album, an homage to her late aunt, after whom the album was named for her grandma. But what is clearly intended to be an extremely cathartic moment devolves into something more calm, practical, and touching in its own unexpected way. In another scene, she enters a Walmart with a video team to verify the location of her album. When she can't find it, she begins asking around, but neither the clerk nor a security guard recognize her at first. If Gaga 5'2" had been about anyone else in the present pop star constellation, it might have come across as 100-odd minutes of obvious, navel-gazing useless to anyone who isn't already a lifetime fan club member. What makes this documentary succeed, though, is Gaga's motivating and engaging presence. Yes, she's always conscious that she's on camera, yet she manages to exude a simple and real sense of decency and humanity that makes her easily relatable. There is a strong connection between her and her committed fan following that cannot be denied or faked when she interacts with them. When she talks about her goals for bringing people together through her Super Bowl performance, you get the sense that she means it and isn't just talk and PR nonsense. When she recounts the agonies of her pain over the years, you sincerely feel for her and want to bring her the kind of comfort that her music has brought to so many people in recent years. And when she throws a few darts at Madonna in response to criticisms she received in the press, let it suffice to say that hell hath no fury like a pop diva scorned. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content. See you in the next one.